I am back and with some more Assassin's Creed Odyssey. We're on episode 138 and continue on with the fate of Atlantis. And yeah, it's been a little while since the last episode of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It's been kind of a bit of random videos the past few days. Well, besides State of Decay, that's been consistent. But yeah, I know I've been meaning to go back to Halo and finish off that campaign, but I've just been putting it off because I just don't know whether I'm up for it yet. So I thought I'll try and do 2 Assassin's Creed and 2 State of Decay today, and then that'll be the next few days of videos. And I do definitely mean to do Halo Infinite at some point. But it's just, yeah, I don't know. Because it's legendary, I am just kind of putting it off, and I know me, I'll probably log in when I do decide to play it and complete it first time. Oh. But, I don't know, I think we'll be fine when we do it. It might be a long episode, but we might smash it out in quite a short time. That's why I want to be at 100% to do it, though. Because even if I'm 100%, I still might struggle with it and get tired with it. But yeah, it's been a minute since I last played. We're on episode 3 of the DLC now. I don't know what the name of this episode is for the DLC, but it's the final one, isn't it? So. Yeah. But yeah, we've mostly been, like, the most consistent thing for the channel has been State of Decay, which has been good. Like, I've been keeping up with it. I've been trying to work on thumbnails for the Whisperers and stuff like that. That's gonna come along. In the next few series for the Walking Dead communities. Well, I started to work on a thumbnail yesterday, and I was like, I can't be asked. It wasn't looking that great for the Whisperers, so I don't know whether it's because I just chose the wrong image. Oh, that was close. What's that crate? That looks different. But yeah, I've been trying to work on some thumbnails for them series just so they're done. They are so wacky. Right, it's funny what you can spot with Icarus. Bloody hell, it's just a piston session around here. Oh no, they're not piston. He's a tough boy. Can we get him over there? Yeah. He's going to be tough, that one. I might be able to get a drop on him. If I was someone. knowledge. Getting that knowledge.
What was in that box? Body's tingling like mad. Must be more of these somewhere.
Yeah, I bet she wants some stuff to make Stinger. Oh dear. Yeah, there's pissing, proper pissing session around here. Ow. Oh, it's easy. Got away with that, didn't I? Right, oh, I've gotta go back up there though. Shit. Luckily, I'm a fucking spider lifty. Climb up anything. But yeah, it's good to be back in Assassin's Creed, because I do enjoy this. It's just that when I started up Halo Infinite again, I was like, yeah, we can plow through this and get it done. But it's just this last boss fight that it's probably... Well, it's not the boss, it's the Harbinger boss fight. And like fighting the Harbinger is actually pretty easy. I think it's Harbinger, her name. Like fighting her is pretty easy. But it's what's it? Like all the waves in between that kind of tricky. Well, especially the third one. First two are not too bad, but it's the one with the chieftain and stuff, like that's really tricky. It's just because you're getting overwhelmed by everything, and I don't know, like you really got to be on your ball with like that. Oh no. Oh, we got... Okay. So we gotta wait. Alright. Maybe... Go down there, talk to them. Do some questy poos. Because I was tempted to do some random stuff. I was gonna do like... Shadow War and Red Dead to mix it up a bit, but...
Stop her before she kills again!
Okay. That's
Want to
different.
tell me what that was all about?
No. I'll be fine. The Castis! You can make this all go away! My name is Lyra, and you're... you! You've helped so many people. You're amazing and wonderful and powerful and you're here!
Thank you. That's nice of you.
You deserve all the praise and more.
They called you a murderer. You don't seem the type, but as the Castis, I have to be sure.
They're sure I'm responsible for what happened to that poor family. They said it's like the other murders, but I couldn't live with myself, I swear. Please, please clear my name.
Where were you when the family was murdered?
If it happened last night like they said, I was here trying to sleep. Although lately it's been restless, filled with strange dreams. It's always the same one, over and over.
Were you alone?
Well, yes. I've been so tired lately, I decided to stay in.
You said something about other murders.
This was the third time. I just don't understand why they blame me. I don't have the stomach to do that.
I'll find out what really happened. Just point me in the direction of the attack.
Just down the road. not too far from here.
If I were you,
that
I'd
behind us?
hide until I return.
Oh, good idea. Thank you. You truly are a great de Castis.
It looks cool. It looked like a mercenary or something. I was like, what? I think we're getting snooked upon. Snooked up on. Oh, look how pretty this map is. It's so good. Like Assassin's Creed Odyssey in general, like there's not one location that doesn't look good. Like even the like, I know that a lot of people don't really like the visual style of the main open world, but I think it looks great. Like where you've got like up north, like the autumn sort of colder vibe to the map, and then down south of the map it's more of a tropical Caribbean-esque sort of vibe to it. It's really cool. I don't know what she was about to say. I doubted that was gonna give me a big clue.
What did I do to deserve a visit?
I'm looking into the attack that happened nearby last night.
Ah, of course. I thought that was meant to be handled already.
You mean the mob harassing that woman?
I've said enough.
I'm the Castis, remember? Trust me. People who don't tell me what I want to know end up regretting their silence.
You've already met the guilty one.
Lyra, you agree with the mob.
Of course I do. I'm the one who told them it was her. I saw her last night, bloody and in a frenzy.
It was dark. How do you know it was her?
I know what I saw.
Is this about what happened last night?
How do you know?
It's all everyone's talking about. And if the Castis is here, you must be looking into it.
If you saw or heard anything, I need to know.
I saw it from the distance. Heard it too. Its howl will never leave my mind.
You saw a wolf?
Beast is more like it. If you see it, run!
I'll be careful.
Oh, did she turn into a wolf? I know it's really out there, but
These footprints track the blood out of the house. Whoever murdered them left this way.
yeah, it turns from paws into footprints.
These aren't stab wounds. They're claw marks. This bloodied cloth doesn't match the mother or daughter's robes. It must have come off the murderer. I should return to Lyra and let her know what I found.
I wouldn't cross my mind if she turned into a wolf or some crazy stuff, because we are in wacky, where we're fighting gods and demons right now.
Well, did you find out what happened?
The evidence I found was conflicting.
Tell me.
2 people saw what happened. One woman heard a wolf howling, but a man said he saw you, covered in blood and leaving the family's house.
He's lying!
Or mistaken. It was dark, so it could have been anyone. There's more. The killing blows weren't made by a weapon.
Then by what?
It almost looked like claw marks. And then there was this piece of cloth. It didn't match the clothes of anyone there.
That's mine! How did it get there? Someone wants me to look like I was responsible. Tell me the truth, de Castis.
Drop the act. You killed them.
You're not serious.
No.
What about how they died? I don't have claws.
The marks could have been made from animals that smelled the bodies and came to feed.
But the howl!
Means nothing,
Oh, no.
except there was a wolf nearby.
You were supposed to prove I was innocent. Don't you know what they do to human murderers? They send them to the arena. I won't let you take me.
need to go after Lyra before she hurts someone else.
I think like that was not how I wanted it to go. I wanted it to be like to break it down a bit more than that. Like I thought, I'm probably in the wrong, but it makes it like she turned into a wolf and then like she turned into a wolf and then oh, there's blood there. Yeah, see?
This is no ordinary wolf.
It's kind of cool if it is. Is it like... If this is Leia, she turned into a wolf, it's kind of like a Witcher 3 sort of vibe to it.
Malaka. Lyra.
Yeah. Cool.
It was me. What am I?
I've seen this before. A Minotaur, Cyclops, a Goron. All were humans possessed by powerful issue devices. The only way I could
An
stop them
necklace.
was by killing them. But you're able to change back. Somehow you're different.
I don't remember coming here. Or why?
If I had to guess, that side of you knew it was caught. Maybe it thought coming out here was the only choice it had.
That side of me. I've had dreams lately of being in a bright room, tied down, pain throughout my body. But now, I think that all really happened. I did kill them then. I don't remember it, but it was me, wasn't it? If you knew you would harm people again, and you could never control yourself, never stop, would you?
Would I what?
Jump?
If I lost control of myself and knew I'd never get it back, I'm not sure what I'd do.
I thought so. This is the only way. If I'm to die, I want to be the one to decide when that happens.
You don't need to do this.
The choice was made for me. I can't go on after what I've done, and what I'd likely do again. Thank you for everything.
She didn't exactly run to stop her though. She had a little walk to her. To go attempt to stop her. But yeah, I suppose.
Whatever was done to her wasn't her fault.
Yeah, but I suppose we could have cured her. Sorry, kid. But she was a threat, I guess. Maybe she could have learnt to control it. Bit like the Hulk. Hulk Hogan. Now, this map is kind of tricky. To like see where we're gonna go next. Guess go question mark into for a bit. Like, what time is it? 20 minutes.
Issue technology can and will change whoever isn't strong enough to command it. That explains your own aggression, Layla.
I'm still me.
I'm not as weak as you think I am.
Ugh. Oh, that's the worst bit about the DLC. That's the thing. The worst bit about Odyssey is the modern day. I think if Odyssey had Black Flag sort of modern day, where it's like in the offices with the mini games and all that crap, like it would be so much better. Like it'd just be better, because then it would be like an excuse for them to like have a non-Assassin's Creed like story as well. Like for me, the whole Layla storyline since Origins was always off. Like it was okay in Origins because it was like something new, and it was like, oh, maybe there can be something good from this. But at the end of the day, it was just, well, it led into this, and then I've seen some clips from Origins, Odyssey, Valhalla, I mean, just because I was curious to see what the modern day was like in that, and it's like no different really. The writing's not much better, and that's it. I just don't think Odyssey, Origin, the whole modern day, like really, because of how big the open world is, and really how condensed the story is into like quests and how open it is. I think the RPG side of Assassin's Creed, I don't know whether you need the modern day. Whereas like, if you're going for something a little bit more linear, more original Assassin's Creed. Oh, this is a puzzle area. I remember this. You have to bounce the beams off everything, if I'm right. Or it's another area like this, but or if it was more like Assassin's Creed, Assassin's Creed, like the Ezio games and stuff. If it was something like that, what's that? I think that would work a bit better, because I think that would work better for a blanking. Oh, I see. You getting there? No. For a like modern day story for Layla, like a bit more like, so you can add more moments with modern day. Because if you've got modern day that's only popping up every 100 hours, like which it was in the main game, but I suppose it's a bit more consistent now. But that's the problem, like within the DLC, now you're making us wanna do stuff with these people. It's like, I don't care about these people. Like give me an extra few hours with Kassandra, and I will eat that shit up. Like, for me, I want more time with Kassandra, with characters that we've spent time with over 100 hours, and spent another 100 hours with them, for me. Than say 3 or 4. I bet it's barely even that. I bet it's only like, well, it's probably only at about 2 or 3 hours with Layla. Or it's probably even less than that. Like, it's not that much anyway with them to make it worth your while. Like with Desmond's story, even in Assassin's Creed 3, where it moved away from Ezio's story, it was still like, that was Desmond's farewell, you know, like even in Revelations, where it was a bit more like you were stuck in the Animus, like Desmond was stuck in like a parallel Animus status. I can't remember what they call it, but even that was like, at least they changed it up with Desmond, and like you spent more time with him, and he was going through shit through that process. And whereas like if Layla were in that position, you'd think, what a moany bitch, like just shut up, like, she's so irritating, especially in this. Like, I know she's got the ECU artifact, and that's probably messing with her a bit, but the way she's being written, where she thinks she deserves this, like, she's always been meant for it, like, she's the chosen one and shit. It's, like, so Disney and so fucking, like, it's so, like, fake, almost, like, when you've got someone that believes they're the hero and they know they deserve something, when in fact they haven't earned it for a single second, that's when it's like that character is probably more of a villain than any other character in the game, because it's like, it's just selfishness. Like, that's probably one of the worst traits you could have as a protagonist. Like, imagine if, like for example, Endgame, that was when Marvel died for me. Like, imagine if Tony Stark was selfish in that last scene, because he had a kid, he had Pepper and that. Like, if he was selfish like Captain Marvel, where she's off planet all the time, even though she's Earthborn and stuff, like, I doubt Captain Marvel would have made the sacrifice that Tony Stark did in Endgame. And if she did, like, probably be more of a celebration than being sad like Tony Stark was. But yeah, ever since Endgame, it was like, that was the turning point for Marvel. So there's like no direction in Marvel anymore. That's another thing. What the fuck am I going? I'm just wandering around. Sorry. Yeah, and Assassin's Creed modern day, like Odyssey, Origins, and Valhalla could cut it out, because like, you've just got so much game within these games anyway, and like, yeah, you could just condense it down. Maybe have like a bit of a commentary on like how it works. Like, maybe it's connected to the video game style of the Animus, where it's a bit like, oh, you're playing the next stage in Animus technology and all this stuff, and then it's like, oh, a bit of a reference to the Black Flag games and where it was in the offices, or because then you don't have to worry about them characters, or like modern day characters, unless you've really got someone that wants to do a modern day story for Assassin's Creed. It's just not worth it anymore since Desmond. Unless you want to bring Desmond back, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did that for Assassin's Creed. Because you got Desmond's dad still in. I think he was in Origins, wasn't he? At the very end. So he might be in Valhalla, I can't remember. I think it was Desmond's dad, it looked like him. And like that sort of thing, like, imagine if Desmond survived, or they brought him back, like a bit of a, but you don't want him to come back now with the ship writing. There'd have to be a purpose for it, like to bring Ezio back. Like, now that would be a game. Imagine if they brought Ezio back. Like, sure, like, you say the writing, yeah, you gotta make sure the writing's good for it, but, and there's a reason for him to come back, but now that would sell copies. Like, if they probably would do something like that if Assassin's Creed was on real death's door. Like, if they were like, yeah, Assassin's Creed. Ooh, we can go in here. If they were like, oh yeah, Assassin's Creed is not selling very well, they did another Ezio game with Desmond in it in a modern graphical style, even in a classic sort of vibe to the games.
I should be careful.
Now that would bring
High security.
money. Because how cool would it be to see Ezio back? Even like a younger variant of him. Because like, sure, like, Revelations, say what you want about it, Revelations was a really good end for the Ezio story. Like the whole, him seeing Altair and everything, it was really well done. So you can't really go back on that too much. And nor would I want it to. So it'd probably be after set before Revelations, or in between Revelations, because like there was that trailer for Revelations that was like the promotional material for Revelations was kind of cool, because it was Ezio traveling across multiple continents. Like there's a few games within that. I don't know whether I want Ezio in this sort of style though, like where it's RPG. I think Ezio is the classic social stealth AC game. I don't think it turning into this with magical powers and shit would feel right. Uh-oh. I'm surprised I was able to get him. Oh, I almost fucking stabbed that guy that I don't want to fight him.
This metal is heavy. And here's a note. Forge of Atlantis. This can be used to create weapons. I have to find this place.
I think we've already been there. I wonder if I can make something now, or is it a collection of element I need? Oh, there's a mistake. The fuck is he running to? Why is he running down here? Dodge! There's like no movement in here, come on. Oh, we got him easy. Come on, Kassandra, what are you doing? You're not doing that looms thing. Nice. Cool. 8 grand. Not bad. The only thing is the economy in this game right now is so inflated. Like when you go further in the game, the economy inflates anyway, so it's not that better when you get more money coming through like that. Just makes you feel like you're making more than you actually are. But it's better than nothing though. Like they could still be making me make like 30 gold per mission or something like you are at the beginning. Just getting there. Like 10 grand for that, that was good. That was banging. Oh, 26 grand at me. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at all that monies. Now we got some level ups, levels. Level me up, big boy. That's good. It rewards me for parrying on time. Let's check that out. Question marking. Question mark hunting. Yeah, but that's the other thing. Like, I know that when people play this at the beginning of the game, from a new start, there is a definite feeling like, oh, them time savers are like looking good right now, and maybe you should buy some to make things a little bit easier. And maybe like if you're in a rush or something like that, maybe it is something that the game kind of forces you to do, but sorry. But say you're ready to put in the effort and put the time into this game, which if you do, you get a lot of value out of it. If you're ready to sit down and play this game for every inch of the game and probably go through New Game Plus, you kind of set like for a game. Let's have a look. I might be fucked here. Oh, that was close. But say you're ready to put in the time and effort, you don't need to spend a penny in this game, because I never have. Like I'd say playing through Odyssey first time, it is definitely a grind. But if you're going from place to place, you're doing every quest, you're doing some of the sides, like the little shitty quests that you can do. You're doing the bounties and like you're just playing the game. You can't like. There's a lot of ways to get rewarded. Oh, fuck off. How? Like, why are these guys so persistent? I might have to back out from this, like, it's a bit out. If I'm not losing my adrenaline, I'm gonna end up losing it. Fuck you. So I don't want to lose my adrenaline, really. So we'll back off and come back. Sneezing like nothing. Sneezing for. I'm proper sneezing. My cat is not a sneezing fit. Never seen that before. Yeah, like really Odyssey. Odyssey, you just gotta take your time, and if you're thinking a time save, like that's the thing. Like it is a grindy game, especially from a fresh start. The game's a lot more satisfying, say like. With this playthrough I've done, where I've done it on New Game Plus, and we've been playing through on like a max level character almost. I think I was a little bit, I was like in 90s I think when I first played through this. Because my first episode of this playthrough was a fresh start, and I was like, do I really want to grind as well as play through this? I thought, and then I changed my mind and just went from a New Game Plus, which I think has been better for this playthrough because it means that I can enjoy the story in any way I wanted, any way I want to. It might be too soon. He's gonna spot me. So they can just cool off a minute. We'll be alright. But yeah, that's the thing, like, if anybody's going to look at Odyssey or Origins or these bigger Assassin's Creed games, and these were the sort of Assassin's Creed games you liked or wanted, then at least you've got, like, because you think about it, before Origins, Assassin's Creed needed a massive shake-up. And Origins really did it when it came out, because it was, like, so different from any other Assassin's Creed game. Like, they changed up pretty much every mechanic, and sure, they removed mechanics like social stealth, which was probably the worst thing that they did. Surprised I got away with that. Oh, they blade the bro, yeah. Suppose they ain't more busy then. It's not that busy. But you've got like several Assassin's Creed games before Origins that were pretty peak good. Like even like Assassin's Creed Rogue. I know a lot of people don't like that game, but I think it was alright. It's pretty much Black Flag, wasn't it? Like sure, like it was just Templars taking the role of assassins, pretty much like the same mechanics of everything. It wasn't that crazy different. Oh, one is block that, but one blockable. Ow! 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 That hurt. The only thing I think I could have probably stuck with was when I first started up I had it on hard, I think. But then I loaded in one day and it was like my normal save. It changed without me changing it. And I was like, yeah, we'll leave it on normal then. I kind of wish it stayed on harder. Like, I think I could have done it. And that probably would have made the series longer, to be fair. But what time is it? But yeah, I think I could either take or leave Origins. What am I thinking about? Blanking on it. Yeah, I blanked on it. I'm sorry. I'm really tired. This is why I didn't go on Halo. But like, this is a really good game to do it, and I'm gonna do a bit of Odyssey in a bit. Not Odyssey, some more State of Decay. The next few days. So it'll be on and off between this and State of Decay for the next few days. I know State of Decay has been really consistent, but at least that is consistent over everything now. For like, maybe we'll do more Odyssey. It's really, Odyssey is probably a good game to keep going until I decide to do Halo again. Because the thing is as well, we did do a lot of Halo back to back, and that's probably not helped for the finale. Let's do this quest and wrap up.
Ah, the Castis. I heard you can help me with the solar floral regeneration project.
The what?
Oh, forgive me. Let me start from the beginning. I'm Neocles, an imperial botanist here in Atlantis. I'm engineering a way to aid floral regrowth.
The flowers here can't just grow on their own?
Oh, no! You're not one of those followers of Minerva, are you?
I don't know anyone named Minerva.
Her students are so small-minded about my photosynthesis accelerator. If you want to be a scholar, why follow such a rudimentary doctrine?
Look, do you need something from me?
Oh, apologies, the Castis. You're new to Atlantis, and I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me begin. Basically, the plants are a key resource for us here. But a few cycles ago, humans overpicked them, and now the air is suffering.
You want to grow more?
In a sense, yes. I have a hypothesis, a theory that using a natural power source stronger than the sun will promote sustainable growth.
You're losing me again.
There are devices that project beams of light around the Garden of Triton. Redirecting them using the reflective surfaces would stimulate floral regrowth.
You want me
Yes,
to move your
and the
lights?
Castis, taking care of our natural resources, would send a message to all of Atlantis.
A good message, I hope.
Yeah, this is what I remember. I remember this one.
It looks like all the light beams need to hit that central structure.
The lighting is pretty nice. I like these purple ones.
That must be the device Narcisse mentioned. Reminds me of how I opened the door to Atlantis.
Yeah, I like this. It's cool. Satisfying. I did miss playing this. This is pretty much what Immortals Phoenix Rising
First
is
one
like, I
down.
think. A mix of combat and then exploration. Which is why I want which is why I really want to get into Immortals Phoenix Rising, because I feel like I'm gonna have a real good time in that game, because it's essentially this but with a different art style, and I think it has a similar fine style, but it's a bit more animated, I guess, and really supernatural style. Oh yeah, I think Origins is coming to Game Pass. Has that got mirrors on it? Am I meant to use this?
Won't budge.
Yeah, I really want to get into. So maybe I'll. I suppose I could focus on this and Origin, State of Decay for a bit. I'm still waiting for State of Decay's update.
Blocking this.
There's still, I think, I haven't really seen too much of it really. But I think June or July they said about. I think it's Forever Communities first and then Infestations. So I think I've got a little bit of a while.
We get the flowers growing in no time.
How's it go? It's probably that's just about getting away with that, isn't it? Job done.
Beautiful. That should do it. I'll tell Neocles it's done. That doesn't seem good. What happened?
Lost some battery.
I moved your light beams. It seemed to be working, but
The
then...
beams are aligned, yes, but the power isn't running.
What do you think the problem is?
None of this makes any sense. The light beams should expand across the gardens and present with enhanced photons.
Oh no, something's wrong with the photons?
Are you making fun of me? Who doesn't know what photons are?
Just me and the rest of the Greek world.
Never mind the photons. When my enhanced source powers the device, it should... Oh! Unless the light is not progressing from the source, rendering it unenhanced.
So the next step is...
Go to the control room and make sure the power source isn't displaced.
And what exactly is this source?
An igneous matter consisting of Imperial... It's a rock. Just make sure there's a rock in the control room.
Fine. I'll go see if this rock is there.
So someone's probably moved it. I guess you can do that because it's nearby. What time is it? Yeah. Might as well keep it going. Keep it going. Why not? Birds and bees. Let's hope it isn't a boss fight. Which it could very much well be.
Looks like Neocles was right. There is no rock here. Hey! Stop right there! Get back here!
Whoa.
Oh, Malaka!
You don't get many of these chase quests anymore. Yeah, this is kind of like the older Assassin's Creed games in a way. Not as hardcore easy to do, but
Must be in here somewhere.
well, so you could catch it.
Maybe if I move some things around.
Alright. Sorry. Just reading a message there. Ugh. Well, the reason why I'm not moving things about is just because why would you be told to move stuff? Surely it wouldn't be back here. That's something. How the fuck she get in there if this is the place? How's she getting here?
What's the
Oh, there's a
Dicastis
door.
doing running around here?
I'm chasing down a thief. Looks like you're the one who took Neoclis's rock.
My name is Melita. I'm an environmental biologist, not a thief. Neoclis has no claim to a natural power source like this.
That rock must be worth a lot if you're trying to steal it.
You're the Dicastis and you have no idea what the power source is? Aren't you invested in the future of our resources?
It's easy. Put the rock in Neoclis's device, and we'll fix the flowers.
This isn't Neoclis' first attempt at population balancing. When the flowers were overpicked and the bees started dying, first he attempted to artificially pollinate the flowers. When he artificially pollinated the flowers, the soil degraded. When the soil...
I get the idea. But then, how would you fix the gardens?
I wouldn't. Nature has been healing itself for eons. Neoclis needs to stop meddling.
Melita! You've always been obtuse
Same.
about the project. No accountability for civilization's impact on the ecosystem.
Insanity is trying the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. When will you accept your hypothesis has failed?
Failed is inaccurate terminology. I simply adjusted my theory after experiencing unintended results.
Enough bickering, both of you!
You're right. I wanted to destroy the power source to end his project once and for all. But as the Vicastis, it should be your decision.
I suppose if he's always been doing this sort of stuff and it's not worked before, might be better off holding off on it, but
All right, give me the rock. I'll end this once and for all.
Are you mad? You've completely annihilated our chances at future sustainability.
Trust in yeah. Nature will heal itself if you allow it.
Thank you, Vicastis. This is the right direction to go in. We might not see improvements right away, but the gardens will heal themselves.
I hope so. Okie dokie, job done. I was pressing the jump up button then, but that wasn't working. But yeah, not too bad. I guess we'll leave it there today. And I'll try and do another video on this. It's been quite nice, quite chill. Rattling on about modern day and all that. I know I repeat myself in a lot of my videos, but I guess it's just you come on and you get into the same topics over again.
Rita said it would take time for the gardens to heal, but those flowers don't look good. I wonder what she'd make of this.
It'll be alright. I think before I turned on the machine. I think when I first played, and I think it did change everything straight away. But it is like over time, like you gotta. I think it was didn't The Walking Dead have something like that where there was something wrong with the soil and stuff in the prison? And they couldn't grow stuff then.
The one who holds the staff has no choice but to face both immediate and future consequences for lifetimes. That takes responsibility.
I hear you, Alethea. You may think I'm crazy, but at least I'm accountable.
As if she was going to take account for anything she does. It's Layla, for Christ's sake. She'll blame someone else. But I hate the modern day. Cut that stuff out. It's a much better game. A million times better. How many hours have we done? Has to be close to 180. Yeah, get in there. Get in there, boys. Freaking madness. There's a lot of game to go through. Right, break this stuff down. There we go. Yeah, I'll do another video on this because it has been quite fun, quite chill. kind of had a few brain farts along the way, but that's just me being tired. But I think it's much better playing this than, say, anything else. Actually, let's go to Morn. We started off today's video in the day, so night, so might as well change it up into the pretty daytime. Oh, look at that! It's gorgeous. That's so nice looking. Look how cool that looks. So cool. But yeah, another good episode for Assassin's Creed Odyssey. We'll continue right where we left off next time. But from not tomorrow, but the day after will be State Decay, and then not the day after that, but the day after that we'll be back with this. So we'll be on and off with State Decay for the next few days, and this. And maybe we stick with this for a little while. This and Assassin's Creed Odyssey, because Odyssey is a good game to just hop on and play. And like, it's better than like, I would play Grounded a bit more, but that episode we did a few days back, where like Obsidian's reset the story and essentially put all players in New Game Plus. Like, I'm kind of a bit both bummed with that, because it's like, it's proper reset my progress or plans with that save now, because I was thinking about it the other day. I can't even do like put bases where I think they'll do another big map update or something, because it's like, well, I might as well do that when I get around to doing that story section. Or but then I have been talking for a while about Grounded, and maybe waiting for the full release for the game and then starting from scratch, which might be a bit interesting to do. I'm really just taking my time. Because they did say that they wanted to finish Grounded this year, so if they can get all the story beats done at the end of the year, the map and everything, and get it into a state where it's good quality, I feel like it would be a good game time to reset then. Whereas, really, I am just waiting for the next updates and going through the same loops, which I've enjoyed doing with Grounded, but the fact they've reset me now has kind of annoyed me a little bit. But both, it's gonna give a bit more options when I do hop on now, because whereas when I hop on randomly to do Grounded, it's like, we're either gonna do something that we ain't done before, which is good, or just not want to do that and end up struggling what to do. So at least with a New Game Plus sort of save, if I feel like I want to do a little bit of a stretch with Grounded, we can like at least crack on with some story stuff and still have a bit of we've got ground bases set up and an excuse to reuse them bases, which we've probably neglected for quite a while as well. But yeah, the past few days have been a bit like, oh, I don't know what to play, but maybe stick with Assassin's Creed and State Decay for a little bit, and then say one day off from work, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do Halo, we'll do it then. Even if it's a big massive stream, like a couple hour stream to get it done. But even then, if it's like a couple hours and I'm still struggling, then I might have to call it and then attempt it another day. Because I've been watching videos on it and people's advice for it ain't great. I think it's pretty much just, you just gotta manage like the enemies in that last wave better. Which, like, it was so random with the last Halo video where we did attempt it and we got quite far into it, but it was just a bit hard to somewhat keep it consistent, progressing through that last wave without some waves being really bad and then some just being so close to being done and being wiped out in the last millisecond. It's really annoying, but I'm just hoping. Yeah, I'm just hoping that we'll probably just stick with Grounded and not Grounded, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and State Decay for a little bit until I hop on Halo. Or unless I really want to do like a random stream, then maybe. Because I wouldn't mind doing some Sea of Thieves. I have missed Sea of Thieves, but that's another game like you can't really play Sea of Thieves tired and talk to people and stuff. Like, you gotta have the energy for it, and with Halo you need the energy for it. Whereas this, it's like I can mellow out to this, I can mellow out to State Decay, and if there's a bit of a stretch where I'm like just quiet and zoning out to the game, that's fine, because everyone watching can chill out to it as well and just enjoy the experience, I suppose. And as well, I was thinking the other day, if I wanted to just do a video and stream without commentary, and because I'm so tired, I could do that, because I did do, when my mic broke that time, I did a few weeks of non-commentary and it was fine. And yeah, I was thinking I could do that if I wanted to. Like it'd depend on the game, I think. Like something like Shadow War or something would work, I think. But I don't know. Or Red Dead Redemption, where you're just in the open world with non-commentary, might be quite nice, quite relaxing. Maybe I might do that in a bit, to be fair. Because I wonder if I could like upload that to like Twitter or Facebook. Just wonder how long you can upload videos for. Might be quite cool. But anyway, it's always a good time with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I just hope anyone who's watching enjoys the videos. And yeah, I think I've been getting a few subscribers. I ain't checked since last time, but I appreciate anybody subscribing, liking, or watching a little bit of the videos. Or if for some reason you watch the whole video, that's fantastic. And as always, if anyone's thinking about doing videos themselves, do it. I stream simply through Twitch and then export to YouTube through my laptop, and it's a few minutes to do. And yeah, like, you don't need to have, like, when I first watched YouTube when I was back at school, the big thing everyone wanted was an Elgato, and it was so crazy. Like, oh, plug an Elgato into your Xbox, record gameplay, and then upload to YouTube. And it was like, a few people at school did it. I was like, I would love to do that, but it was like, I had no confidence back then. And then a friend recently said, you should stream through Twitch and do it like this, and I did it. And yeah, that was like a year ago, and it's been quite fun playing games like this. And sure, it's not I bet some people, if they ever watch me or knew me, be like, why the fuck are you doing this? But I've had fun doing it, and I don't really care what people think, really. And I think if people got into it themselves, and for me, it's like just recording gameplay and saving it. That's the big one. Like, even if I didn't have commentary, I think even if I did the non-commentary, I think I still record it, because it's like, when I was at school, I spent a lot of time after school going on GT Online with friends, and I'd do anything to record them sessions. Like, I had so many hours playing GT Online with friends after school, after homework. But yeah, I did like a few hours a day almost on GT Online with friends, and we had such a laugh. But none of it's recorded or there to like look back on, and it's such a shame. Like, I've got memories of it, fond memories, but if I had it recorded and uploaded to YouTube, man, it'd be such a good archive to go back and look at. Whereas, and that's why I'm enjoying this, because at least I can come back and look at every second an Assassin's Creed playthrough that I played, you know? Or State Decay. I played through State of Decay, and like, because like the first few years of State of Decay, all the communities that I wish I could have recorded my first community in State of Decay 2. I would have loved to have done that, because like I remember my first community, but when I legacied them, it was like that community is never going to be back together again. It will be with the Forever Communities update, but it's still like, it's not that first time, like that first save, you know? Like first logging in, first doing the tutorial and learning the game, and I'd do anything to have recorded that. Like, I remember my first kill in State Decay with a Juggernaut. Well, my first death. I'd do anything to record that moment. Because I remember the guy, I don't remember his name. And I think I made him leader. And I think I was like, I think back then you couldn't demote people. So I was like, I think I ended up killing him off for a Juggernaut. Or it might have been an accident, I can't remember. And yeah, that was so good. And yeah, I would look like, I wish I could have recorded stuff back in the day. And if anyone's watching, thinking about recording and doing streaming, do it, because it's easy. It's piss easy on Twitch. Like, the only thing on Twitch, it'd be cool if they saved every video you did. Like, that would be cool, because that would be a bit of competition with YouTube then. Whereas, like, the only thing is, if you're just streaming, them videos are going to be gone within 15 days. So you kind of got to store them somewhere, and YouTube is a good place. And it is, I probably wouldn't be doing this if Twitch and YouTube didn't have that export feature. Because it does take longer to download the videos and then upload them. Exporting is so easy, because as soon as you export it, that video's uploading. Whether you leave Twitch or YouTube, you don't necessarily need to be logged in. It's just doing it in the background, and that's really good. But yeah, if you're thinking about doing videos, do it, because it's piss easy, and once you get used to it and you get your confidence up, it gets better over time. Because my first few videos in this was like, it definitely felt like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I doing this? And then I started to play State Decay. I think I was alternating between Mass Effect Andromeda and State Decay. And it was State Decay with the Whisperers community, where I was like, oh shit, this actually could be fun. And I was getting into it then, and loosening up, and having a bit more fun with it. And yeah, that's why it's just been so good. And I had that massive stretch where we were having 2 videos a day, and that's what I think. I don't mind it being on and off now, because it's like we've got a good foundation, and now it's just adding on to it and making videos when I can, and enjoying them videos while I can make them. But anyway, instead of rattling on, I need to do another video on this. So we'll wrap it up there for today, and then continue right where we left off in the next one. So as always, thanks for watching if you've been watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.